Hello and welcome to the Marketing a Unique Business podcast. My name is Dennis Mboro, and here we help unique businesses articulate their unique solutions and present them to the market. If that sounds like something you're doing, you can go to the link in the description, book a consultation with us, and we can see how best to assist you present your solution, market, package, and do everything you need to ensure that your product or service is well received in the market. Today, we are talking about probably the most hurtful two-letter word. How do you handle it when someone says no? When you go and you pitch your solution, or you're talking about the unique thing that you've come up with, and someone says that, no, I don't want to try something new. I don't think what you're presenting is something that I'm looking for. And majority of the time, by the time that you've mastered up the confidence to go and present it to somebody, you know pretty well that this is something that is really going to change how they do things. But for some reason, no. You try some more, no. How do you handle that situation? I know that in as much as we listen to a lot of motivational talks about how no leads to yes, it really hurts. It really hurts when you hear someone saying no, and that of course is something that can be very discouraging. And for some of you who are here to present your unique solutions, that is what you are afraid of. Today, we are going to be talking about how you approach introducing your solution, especially handling the initial no's, or how to get to yes faster. That is essentially what we are going to be handling today. And the first thing that I will mention is that people generally reject things they don't know. And because of that, it is important for us who are doing unique products, unique services, to know that the initial or the default response for anybody who are introducing to them something new is they will not accept it. They will not accept it. Why? They will give some reasons, but the main cause of them rejecting it is because they are not comfortable. They simply are not comfortable with change. They are not comfortable trying something new. In as much as they may say that they believe in innovation, or they believe in trying out new things, they believe in agility, and that is written out in their core values. It's written, that's what they put out in their marketing. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are very comfortable trying new things, because whenever you try something new, there's always the risk of not knowing what the outcome is going to be. So no is going to be something that you'll hear quite a lot in the beginning. And first, it's important to understand where this person who is saying no is coming from. Because truth be told, even us, we do say no to very many things in the course of a day, but it has nothing to do with the person who is presenting. It has everything to do with our reasons. So the person that you're presenting to has their reasons why they are saying no. And for you to be able to understand what their reasons for rejecting your suggestion or your solutions are, it means that internally you have to position yourself a certain way. When you go to present to someone, let it not be that you have set it in your mind that they must accept what it is that you have to say, because that setting of expectations is what leads to disappointment. But in the beginning, know that there are many things that you also do not know. There are many things that that person does not know as well. So, if that is the case, the way that we approach pitching in the beginning, we approach it like a scientist. We approach it like an explorer. Taking on that attitude of an explorer, taking on that attitude of a scientist. So what does that mean? That means that you are going to pitch primarily for feedback, not for sales. I know that there is pressure to sell, but acknowledge that in the beginning, if you want to be able to sell faster, you have to do the research in the beginning. And even if you had done the research before, when you present the solution, the unique product or service, there is also going to be research at that end. And what your clients say is going to be the most valuable information that you will need to actually make your business progress or speed up faster. The questions that you can ask in such a situation is, do you think this is something that you'll be looking for? And if they say that no, this is not something we are looking for, that could mean that perhaps the way it has been packaged and the messaging is not resonating with them, so they don't see how what you're presenting applies to them. If they say that, for example, how much have you tried this? Have you tried this before? So that means that their main reason for saying no is they may have a risk-averse culture and they are not willing to take the risk with their solution. Or it could be that they do not know you enough to try something new. If they are saying no just because they are not willing to listen, then you may not be with the right client, or they are not at the point where they need your product or service. So something to look at is, when someone is looking for your product or service, at what point are they, in which situation are they, where they are likely to listen more than other situations, because human beings work with limited resources usually and priorities. So that means that they have to say no to many things to say yes to a few things. That is what taking on the heart of an explorer gives you. When you discover this, something else that is very important to note is that business is 90% about relationships. It is usually about relationships. And relationships are what usually sell, more than even products. If you're introducing your product or service and it is unique, it is new, it is different, relationships are going to be the easiest way to leverage building it up, especially in the beginning, before everybody knows about it. And relationships are built through networks. So it could be that the people that you're pitching to may not be within your network. And if you meet somebody who can introduce you to somebody in that organization, then pitching it is going to be much, much easier. So don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Just like a match of football, getting tired is a part of the game. Scoring is what you look for, but exhaustion, getting tired, and sometimes getting kicked is a part of playing football, or many sports that are team sports. So no is not the undesirable outcome, but it is the obstacle that leads to the desirable outcome. Approach it differently, just like we say today. Ensure that you are taking on, especially in the beginning, the heart of an explorer, the heart of a scientist, meaning that you are going there to discover what are the reasons for saying no. One of the easiest ways of overcoming the no's is finding a way to build relationships with the people that you're going to pitch to before even pitching the solution. And that can be done through networks for most products. And finally, it is important to look at every obstacle that is raised as something that is contributing to you building your product to make it sell faster, sooner. So no is something that eventually leads to a yes. If you're at a point where you are not very sure about how to go about your messaging or the marketing side of marketing a unique business, then we are the guys to go to. We help businesses specifically articulate their offerings and present them to the market. That is essentially what we focus on. We also help with the business concept and seeing how best to approach the market, to get the initial feedback, and to get your unique product or unique service rolling in a shorter period of time without a lot of guesswork, a lot of hurdles, or even with someone who is assisting you along the way, because it can be quite a challenge in the very beginning. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can always click on the links in the description. We are also working on building a community of people who are introducing unique products and unique services to the market, essentially so that we can share notes and we can build a knowledge base, build relationships, and of course, even build clientele. Because once we have built this community, people who are looking for different solutions can come here, and we can also help each other to promote each other's businesses. That's like the big vision of what this channel is supposed to achieve. Thank you very much for taking your time to listen to this content. My name is Dennis Mboro, and have a wonderful day. Know that no leads to a yes if you take it correctly. Bye.